Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all binaries, I'm Wolfgang Wilcox, your friend from the UK, welcoming you back to Not For Broadcast the Timeloop. Sorry, when I cut off the recording, I just broke down giggling at the fucking Bozeman Jazz. I fucking love it. I love it. It's so fucking good. I'm loving this. Anyway, now we've got to get back to figuring out how to unbreak the machine now, I guess. The time loop again.
5 dates I've been on when no one has turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm, the date my childhood sweetheart married my best friend, the age my cat was when I ran him over, the number of conversations I've had with my father, and the exact time my mother walked out. Honestly, I don't see why it's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you, sorry.
Right, so don't mix those two up then, I guess. What about this? Nope, we're back in the
Let's
war
break
again.
the weird with groovy jazz stylings from the boudoir of Bobby Bozeman. Jazz. Jazz.
The many Bozeman jazz.
Jazz. Bozeman. Bozeman. Bobby Bob. Jazz. Bozeman. Bozeman. Bobby Bob. Jazzman. Bozeman. Jazzman. Bobby Bob. Jazzman. Bozeman. Jazzman. Bobby Bob. Jazzman. Winston, what you want? 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 Winston,
Come on, bring in the ba-ba-bas. There we go. Oh, hang on. Are the coloured cones a clue? If they are, I don't know how to decipher them.
when no one has turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left.
I can't mix up multiple wires, can I? No, that's a one and done. Okay.
Groovy jazz styling.
Okay, so mixing up the wiring in that panel, no matter where you do it, seems to put us back here. Again, unless there's something with the compass that I'm not clever enough to figure out.
The number of blind dates I've been on when no one has turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my.
So, what happens when we swap these wires? What?
This doesn't feel right. What foul carpet is this? Why is my office so small? Who took away my snack drawer? Why did you swap two wires in the same group? We've broken reality. This better not be a bloody multiverse. Today is quite cliche enough. Stay focused, Robert. When we get back from here, wherever here is, I think it might be useful to know about the mysterious her that Magnus seems infatuated with. Maybe she can help us distract him in some way. There's a Happiness Collective personnel file here, but there are thousands of names in it. How are we supposed to... Hang on. What's this? There's a document here with the letters GDD on it. Whatever that means.
GDD.
And it says, and I quote, player must find honorific first name,
Okay.
last name, and department she works in to unlock end game. So I suppose we should do that. At the bottom of the page, there's a scribbled note that says, repeat bell mechanic from Act 2 throughout multiverse. I knew it. A bloody multiverse. What a tiresome bloody day.
So, it's a time loop.
Yeah. And a multiverse.
Yeah.
We can just do one or the other.
No. How much is this going to cost?
The button, sir.
So this is the button that freezes time, is it?
Yeah.
And how much did that cost?
I just got a trophy that says.
But I don't like them, and I think we should leave.
I just got a trophy that says who needs a fourth wall, and judging by the environment, I think we're in the offices of the developers of the game, which is fantastic. I love shit like that. Letters not verse, numbers, universe. Fuck does that mean? So TV and MS brought us here. So TV to TA? What does that do? Back here again.
So, it's a time loop.
Yeah. And a multiverse.
Yeah.
We can just do one or the other.
No.
How much is this going to cost?
The button, sir.
So this is the button that freezes time, is it?
Yeah.
And how much did that cost?
Right. So it seems taking TV out of the slot will do that all the time. So, what about this? Alright, never fucking mind then.
So, it's a time loop.
Yeah.
And a multiverse.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we've got to go back to the void to do the proper reset and then go through the friggin' professor's stuff all over again to figure out the woman, I guess. Okay, what did coming back here even do for me exactly?
So, it's a time loop.
Yeah. And a not.
Okay, I see what I was doing wrong the whole time now. Chrisgasm.
Oi, oi! Hello, mate. Well, it seems like we're in a bit of a different reality here.
Oh,
New
God.
body. Bozeman is Big Chris. Fucking brilliant. Right, let's have a look then.
I've told you 1,000 times, sycophantic Chris. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one's turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm, the date my childhood sweetheart, Chris, married my best Chris, and the age my cat, Chris, was when I ran him over. The number
Well,
of
that's not
conversations
that
I've had
helpful,
with
is
my
it?
distant paternal Chris, and the exact time my neurotic maternal Chris walked out. I honestly don't see why it's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, Science Chris, the host will be with you shortly.
Not you.
Sorry, Science Chris.
What's the matter, Colin?
I don't like it. I don't like this. I mean, a show's one thing, but a whole world,
Are you okay, Colin?
I don't like it.
What doesn't Colin like?
Everything, apparently.
Oh, is that all? Ah, you must be so-called Science Chris. I'm Principled Shabby News Chris. But for tonight, you can call me Cynical Chris.
What a strange nickname.
Sorry I'm late. Clingy Chris. Science Chris.
That's right.
Career-driven cutthroat Chris. Nice to meet you.
10 seconds, everybody.
Hang on, where's...
Everybody set? Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm outdated, ill-tempered News Chris.
And I'm charismatic sellout Chris. It's the 13th of March, 1985, and this is a Channel Chris special event hosted by your national nightly Chris team.
In a laboratory nestled in the sleepy hills of Chryslerberry, Science Chris and his optimistically named Happiness Chris Collective have been working on a secret project.
They claim their Chrisphoria device will raise overall happiness levels throughout the country. Tonight, live on Channel Chris, we'll be putting that claim to the test.
We'll be in and out the schedule throughout the evening, with our team of roving Chris's standing by up and down the country to report live on whether the device has brought a smile to your business.
We'll have Chris's from the world of science, politics and entertainment, and of course those all-important results.
So don't move that dial. Stick with Channel Chris all evening as we bring you The Night of Smiles.
About 30 seconds back. Has anyone...
Oh, fuck. It says I'm next with Science Chris. Good luck on Gender
Not used to these legs.
See, just in time. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In just a few minutes, the impressive machine behind me will be activated in the first ever mass test of its type. But before then, here he is, everybody. The man himself, Big Chris!
Couldn't miss the big button push, could I, sycophantic employee Chris?
Right as always, boss.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Big Chris. But if you might turn to the man behind this experiment, Science Chris, I'm told it's also a pleasure to have you here.
Yes, thank you.
So, please, walk us through the aims of the Happiness Chris Collective and what the Chrisphoria device will do for the country.
Well, it's not too complicated to understand, really. We are all Chris. We know this, and we accept it to be true. And thus, despite our various comical differences, on a fundamental level, we are all the same. Our device utilizes this link to tweak our collective emotional frequency to create a joint feeling of elation. And with happier Chris's, there will be, of course, a happier world.
And I'm sure all of this comes at a great
I don't
expense to the
think a
average
world where everyone
taxpaying
is
Chris,
Chris.
am I right?
Gonna help me
Sorry,
here
predictably
somehow.
disagreeable, Chris. I'm just going to quickly jump in here, mate.
Go ahead.
Obviously, brilliant work. Good stuff. But theoretically, what would happen if someone were to, I don't know, switch around the wires in the relay?
Oh, it wouldn't happen.
How so?
No, Chris alive would be so stupid.
Yeah. Well, let's just pretend one was.
Well, if the safety regulations weren't adhered to and this hypothetical catastrophically moronic Chris was...
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just call him benevolent, but ultimately misguided Chris.
Well, if someone messed with the machine without grasping the fundamental science behind it, any number of disasters might occur. By its nature, the device is connected to every one of us, so we'd all be affected by it.
But how, specifically?
Well, I'm sure that every precaution has been taken. Isn't that right, Science Chris?
Oh, absolutely. There's really nothing to worry about.
But if there were...
Well, it would most likely be fine. So long as we didn't stay in any permutation for too long, well, then the fabric of time and space itself might destabilize.
Oh.
Science, Chris. It's taken years of work, unfathomable amounts of money, and for a device that may or may not make Chris's a little cheerier around the country. Is that right?
Well, we're very confident, needlessly critical Chris.
All right, call me impulsive, Chris, but let's get this show on the road.
But what about union-appointed health, Chris?
Oh, fuck me. No, fuck off. No, we need to do the button push.
Okay, you're the boss, which of course means let's welcome button-pushing Chris.
Not to worry, not to worry. The suit is the result of a previous button he pushed. It's actually to protect us from him.
Exactly, and besides, if anything did go wrong with the machine, there'd be no point wearing a silly little suit like this.
And you are?
Assistant Science Chris, 24. My favourite Chris's are Origami Chris, Machine Washable Chris, and of course, Chris who knows what you did last summer.
Okay then, are we ready to go with the experiment?
Absolutely we are. Button-pushing Chris has been practising at the big button all morning.
Alrighty, I guess we should kick it off then.
Yes, fucking yes. Go.
Okay, so let's welcome Countdown Chris!
Okay, folks, here we go. In
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. So, one in TV is fucking Chrisland. Let's not do that again.
I don't know whether it's something in the air, Winston, but I've got my guitar, and I've got a strong urge to sing.
Oh, that's fucking television.
Why, Chesterine? Please try this time to remember. It's the number of dates so late that they never ever show. Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow. The date my heart was saddened, the age my cat got flattened, the chats that were had with my reticent dad, and the time my mum walked off into the sun.
Dates so late that they never ever show.
Yes.
Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow.
That's right.
The date your heart got saddened.
The age that cat got flattened.
The chats that you had with your reticent dad, and the time your mum
Walked off into the sun. By George, he's got it! It's the dates so late that they never ever show. Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow. The date this heart was saddened.
If you could sit here, please, Dr. Magnus.
The age that cat got flattened.
The host will be with you shortly.
The chats that you had with a reticent dad. And the time one mum walked off into the sun. Chester! You can stay!
Really? Thank you, Dr. Magnus.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
Did I hear singing?
What are you talking about?
You know, people burying their innermost secrets, putting them in a song, like a musical. I love musicals.
I honestly wonder how you ever got this job.
I'm good with sound.
But you're so weird.
Sprongs have always been weird. In fact, from the very first sprung, there was something very wrong. Trying to be normal when we simply don't belong. But it could be worse. It's a blessing and a curse. Immune to the confusions of the multiverse. When you change everything, I don't feel a thing. I'm only doing this because I bloody love to sing. See, I could stop at any time. But why would I do that? I love it here. Key change. Sprung number 1 had 15 extra thumbs running down his spine from his neck to his bum. Sprung number 2 never used the loo. Made a small fortune from commemorative poo. Sprung 3 and 4 were wanted by the law. She had a tail and he had a claw. Sprung number 5 loved to be alive. Lived for several centuries by choosing not to die.
What's Colin singing about?
His family history, apparently.
How ghastly.
Key change.
Jeremy Donaldson, professional cynic. I try to be supportive, but my heart's not really in it.
Chester Mims 24, and my 3 greatest flaws are hesitance, anxiety, and fear of the outdoors.
Dr. Magnus, you know, he's the star of the show. And he's also pretty terrified, so steady as you go.
I think you kind of hijacked my song.
Where's Megan?
Sorry, I'm late. Vocal warm-up.
Okay, not long now, let's get set.
For number 6, it was worse. He aged in reverse. Got a teacher pregnant while he still attended nursery. 7 and 8, terrible to date. Always turned up naked and their bits would touch your plate. Sprung number 9 had an elongated spine. 22-piece tall with a penis like a washing line. Number 10 was fun.
10 seconds, everyone.
I'd love to tell you more, but the show's just begun.
Okay, everybody. Thank you, Colin. And a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Deep in the heart of the Chinselberry Hills, the Happiness Collective used their scientific skills. They built a gadget and checked it twice.
It's Dr. Charles Magnus's Euphoria device.
They say it makes you smile.
We'll test that in a while.
So stick with channel 1 all night and don't you move that dial. It's the night of smiles. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Not singing tonight when you have such a lovely singing voice.
Fuck off.
Are you two a couple?
Ugh. Why can't I just be friends with Jeremy? Why do we have to be doing the nasty on top of the desk, running my hands down his minimal chest? Don't think I really have to spell out the rest. Why can't we just be friends?
I think you touched a nerve there.
In 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back. Well, in a few minutes' time, we'll be bringing it online. Will it make you merry? Now we'll screw up space and time.
That's extremely unlikely.
You've got a very good team.
Let's just let it get to the end.
So let's meet our guests and put it to the test. A few little questions first to put our minds at rest. Oh, Dr. Magnus,
If we could just ask you a few questions, please.
you're curing sadness.
Well, no, actually, it's more like,
More like badness.
We're aiming for gladness.
Well, let's hope so. And Dr. Magnus,
Possessed you to make everyone smile.
isn't this madness?
Dr. Magnus has been sad for a while.
Why the sadness? Dr. Magnus, won't you let us know?
Oh, Dr. Magnus, won't you let us know?
All right! Damn you! If you must know the source of my misery, lights!
Well, it's been a long, long time coming, but I guess I should explain a little bit of how I feel inside. Things I kept buried deep, bottled up like a wild cat waiting to escape. It's all the same. It's all the same every day, every night. Each lonely footprint, each tiny slide, however them all, but they're wearing me down, pulling me under and making me drown. And no one said life would be quietly taking a ride, but it sure would be easier if she was standing beside me. Oh, 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 Dolores,
Dolores.
Dolores, Dolores, the brightest of lights that I see, but she'll never settle for me. Oh, I guess that's my destiny, silently loving Dolores. And no one said life would be quietly taking a ride, but it sure would be easier if she was standing beside me. Oh, 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 Dolores, Dolores. Oh, 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 Dolores, Dolores, the brightest of lights that I see, but she'll never settle for me. So I guess that's my destiny, silently loving Dolores. I guess that's my destiny, silently loving Dolores.
Well, now I got a little something for you. A special message from Advance HQ. The leaders of the team wanna wish you well now. They're gonna sing a word.
So once again, don't touch that dial.
It's the night of smiles.
Once or twice in every country's life, the people build a great device.
Better mental health from your assets and your wealth.
Joy within yourself.
So no more days of tears,
No more miserable years.
inner peace.
Restful sleep.
fucking brilliant, this.
Time to turn on the machine. Time to turn on the machine. Push the button and turn on the machine.
Stop! Just stop.
Colin, what are you doing? What are you wearing?
Megan, I didn't put this costume on for nothing. Don't push that button. Don't press that thing. You stop the music. Stop everything. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. Don't push that button. No. You change the date. You change the time. You change the show. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. Well, little Bobby Bolster and Alex Winston too. They're up there swapping wires around cause they don't know what to do. The loop goes round. Oh, the loop goes round. Yes, it does. But I'm begging you on my knees. Don't you do it, Chester, please. Oh, the loop goes round. Well, oftentimes I'm lonely. It's hard to be a strong, but I think I found a universe where I finally belong. The loop goes round. Yes, the loop goes round. Yes, it does. This world ends where one begins, so don't you do it, Chesterman. Oh, the loop goes round. Don't push that button. Don't press that thing. Y'all stop the music. Stop everything. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. Don't push that button. No. You change the date. You change the time. You change the show. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round.
I am Chester Mims. I change everything. Don't make it worse. Bring on another universe. Bring on another universe. Bring on another
What a magnificent program. And get Strong his own show if he wasn't so bloody weird.
Right, now I've got to handle what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to have to leave this episode here. See you in the next multiverse. Thank you so much for watching, and good night out there, whatever you are.